Destiny has always suffered from a lack of dynamic characters. Bungie clearly sucks at writing characters, and it's honestly a real shame. Ikora, Zavala, and Saladin are all examples of just plain, boring characters. But what is truly worse than writing them badly is the poor execution of potentially good characters. Examples of these are the Exo Stranger, the Speaker, Shirofor, and Anna Bray in some regards. But the character that always had the most potential to me was Uldren Sov.
The city breathing down my neck.
Why don't you put that down so we can talk?
Out here in the wild, this is how we talk.
That was an unused clip from 2013, 5 years ago, and after all this time I've still been drawn to him. In this video I'll explain not why Uldren Sov is the best wasted Destiny character, but rather why Uldren Sov is the best Destiny villain. In vanilla Destiny, our Guardian is constantly talked at. Basically, everybody screams exposition and compliments at us. Like, the only decent character interaction with us is the Exo Stranger, and even then she's just an exposition machine. But all that changes when we go to the Reef. Don't get me wrong, the Queen is quick to assist us in finding the Black Garden, but the Prince is not. He is snarky, mysterious, and even a little charismatic. He has a distrust for us, which is odd in a game where we've constantly been told we're the good guys, the guys that bring hope. So why does this guy not trust us? It's obviously not out of fear. It's like he knows something we don't. Just look at him. He knows he can take us on despite our powers. It's a breath of fresh air.
Gate Lord, Why do you want a Vex head?
Oh, we don't. And I doubt we'll get one either. But it's your only hope of getting into the Black Garden.
We will return.
Or die on Venus. Either way.
But after vanilla Destiny, that's basically it. Sure, we see him in the background during House of Wolves and Taken King, but no more dialogue or interactions with him. That is, until 2018, with Destiny 2's Forsaken.
A lonesome star in a bitter sky. I hear the hungry ghosts calling out in the night. Just a couple victims of this brutal prize. Am I strong enough to let things just die? A spark alive. But if there's nothing on the other side, why can't I leave well enough alone and go to the light?
This E3 reveal got me both excited and depressed. Cayde 6, the only well-written character, is presumed dead and Uldren is standing above his corpse. This generated so much hype within the community, but everyone seems to have overlooked something. The fanbase was distracted with the loss of Cayde 6, and I think that they still are. Even after Forsaken's release, I believe the community has missed out on some very key details. Uldren is a tragic character. He originally loved his people and was a just prince. But during the Taken War, his sister died, and he nearly died himself. Uldren crashed on Mars, fatally wounded, and filled with sorrow. His people were going to lose the Taken War, and his sister was gone. But the Fallen saved him. They took him in, and accepted him into their ranks and gave him a family, something he thought he had lost forever. But unfortunately, his desire to see his sister again overtook him. He wished for her to come back. And a certain Ahamkara heard that wish. That Ahamkara twisted Uldren's mind and drove him towards insanity. The Fallen, his family, reflected that. They became scorn, dark, contorted shadows of their former selves. During Cayde's death scene, Uldren speaks to Cayde, but not as much as we originally thought. If you listen closely, you can hear the Queen's voice echoing behind some of Uldren's dialogue.
This is awkward. You got a gun I can borrow?
No. But I do have a bullet with your name on it.
Any second now, my partner is gonna roll in here and kill every last one of you. And you, my man.
This is going to hurt. A lot. Any last words?
How's your sister?
Basically, Uldren only said the word no, and that he had a bullet with Cade's name written on it. The other lines were out of character for Uldren. He is a snarky brat, but he's not sadistic. He wouldn't be shushing him and telling him that it's going to hurt a lot. Basically, Uldren wasn't even the one talking for the most of it. In actuality, it was Riven. Even when he shoots Cade, it's as if Uldren knows what he is doing is wrong. Look at his facial expression. He closes his eyes like Pilate washing his hands before putting Jesus to death. Uldren's mind is full of conflict, fighting for his sanity. During the throne room scene, we see Uldren fighting and thinking about what Riven is saying to him. He's struggling. He knows he's running out of time. When Uldren goes to the Traveler Shard in the EDZ, I believe this delivers one of the best cutscenes in the Destiny franchise to date. The Fallen at first act hostile towards Uldren until they see his face, and they become docile. They recognize him as one of their own. Just look at this. Uldren reaching out to the Traveler like a plea for help, and the Traveler stretches his arm out to him. The Traveler is willing to heal him, put him back together, and pull him from the darkness. It's what Uldren wants, but as soon as the illusion of the Queen appears, he rejects the Traveler. No, Riven made him reject the light, and the following sequence is the death of Uldren Sov.
Now take it.
This moment is the turning point. Uldren has fully given into the darkness. Uldren has gone. Taken. After killing the Chimera, we free Uldren from his corruption and bring him back to life. He's back to himself. If you listen to the tone of his voice and you look at his facial expressions, Uldren is remorseful. He feels bad about what he did. We're pointing a gun at a broken, depressed man. All the Destiny villains up to this point have been evil for evil's sake. Skolos, Oryx, Zol, Panoptes have all been bland, but Uldren's evil is the product of his inner demons, much like Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame or Darth Vader from Star Wars. Uldren starts off a lot like Anakin, a moody brat, but after being seduced by the darkness, his former self dies and becomes corrupted. He kills our mentor and friend, much like Darth Vader kills Obi-Wan. But unlike Luke, we don't give Uldren his much-needed redemption. No, instead, we kill him. What makes Uldren the best Destiny villain is the fact that he is a reflection of ourselves. We are becoming Uldren. Poetic, isn't it? Zol said that this would happen. And it is. Our descent into the deep is happening. And the fanbase didn't even notice.